Good afternoon, all of our Facebook friends at Wallin Klarich. This is Paul Wallin. I'm the senior partner of our law firm. And this week we had many questions, but I have set them all aside because today is one of the most momentous days in the history of our country. What is the potential impact of a Trump presidency on your civil rights? The answer to that, unfortunately, is severe. The first thing you need to know is a Trump presidency will mean that your Fourth and Fifth Amendment civil rights will likely in great part go down the drain. And while you might not realize how important that is sitting here, it means that when Donald Trump appoints a member of the Supreme Court that is going to be very conservative, it means your Fourth Amendment right to be free from unlawful search and seizures will go down the toilet in most cases. It means your right to have Miranda rights read to you and statements that will not be admissible in court if they're not read to you will go down the toilet. Many of your rights, if you're accused of a crime, are going to go away because of the Trump presidency. That alone should scare you. Punishment for crimes. In California, we have recently passed a law that will decriminalize many drug offenses. And we're trying to change drug offenses, and instead of sending people for minor drug offenses to prison, put them in therapy or treatment, which is what they need to get better. However, under a Trump presidency with a Republican administration, crimes for federal drug offenses will only get more severe. So please understand that consequence. California voters just passed marijuana legislation, which allows for marijuana usage. However, under federal law, Trump can, with the Republican Congress, make it a federal crime anyway. And so you still could be prosecuted for using marijuana, even if it was legal under California law. And even more importantly, a woman's right to choose whether or not she has an abortion is now, for the first time in 50 years, under threat. Donald Trump has said that there needs to be a form of punishment for the woman for having an abortion. Imagine sending a woman to jail for having an abortion, one of the most personal decisions a woman can make. Same-sex couples, finally, after 100 years of struggling to be able to be married, when the United States Supreme Court just voted in a close vote that it is legal and every state must honor it, is going to go out the window with one or two new Supreme Court justices appointed by Donald Trump. I think one of the most tragic decisions that will be made because of a Donald Trump presidency is that young high school and college students who came to this country when they were young have been granted the right to stay in this country by President Obama. And Donald Trump has vowed to vacate President Obama's order and subject these college students and high school students to deportation. And not just any deportation, he has said he's going to have a deportation force. So if you care about these people and you dare hide them when the police come to take them, you likely will also be guilty of a felony. So elections have consequences. And while American voters barely made Donald Trump president, even though Hillary Clinton received more votes nationwide, you need to be aware and brace yourself for what's about to happen. But it is not too late, because you need to continue to fight for civil liberties. You need to continue to protect your legal rights. And at Wallin Klarich, we will be here to protect your legal rights as we have been for the last 35 years. I pray for our country, and I hope the worst doesn't happen. Have a good week.